What's going on, everyone? How's it going? So, time to get to a new topic here. So, I read this topic yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to get to it because I've been busy. And I thought that David Jaffe would slow down being a moron, but I guess when you get into the DEI woke world and you get so integrated into it, that it just makes you mentally unstable to a degree to where you're like, bro, what is going on with you? He was already having issues before, but maybe that's because he's been around with it. Who knows what happened to that guy behind the scenes? But obviously, he's just like I said, being very stupid and ignorant. One, he tried to defend Dragon Age Woke Guard, and then he tried to defend the art director working at Valve for the crap that he was spewing. I did a video on it on my channel if y'all didn't know about that. And then I would think that after that, he would say, hold on, let me just slow down. Let me not be a moron. And then after what he said to Vara Dark recently, I feel like he took the moron degree up to another level. And he's on fire being an idiot. Um, if you know what I mean. But let me just say this. Let's start off with something real quick that I'm going to say how I've reacted to her content in the past. Definitely when I started doing Assassin's Creed coverage. And if you're going to judge somebody, judge them by the quality of their work, see how their mindset works, and all those sorts of things. He's not doing that. He's just kind of being childish. We're going to talk about it. So let's look at this little clip right here. I've looked at more than this, but we're going to get to more on her page.
You just don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do this. You are in that chair, Vara, because of your hair and your face and your gender and your dark.
No, I don't agree with that, and I'm going to get into that in a second. I just think that's, man, he's really putting himself in a bad position by saying that. That's absolutely stupid. Then she told him that his mindset was just not right. This is what he
Go fuck yourself, lady. My mind is fine.
You just gotta laugh at the guy at this point. He's being a clown. But let's get back to what he said. John F. Trent also wrote up some stuff about him that also did a good job. But he also called her a mental lightweight. He was just attacking her character big time, saying that she's not basically qualified to be in that position. And the only reason is because she's a female with lollipop hair and she's a, oh my God, you know what I mean? Just talking about stuff, but don't really know what she's talking about. That's a fucking lie. So, excuse my language, but first and foremost, I've reacted to her content in the past on Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft content too. And we're talking about going back to the summer. And I've seen her content. Actually, she's an intelligent person. She knows what she's talking about. She plays video games a lot. Even the games that she exposes, she goes and plays just to get the experience and even talk about them after that. She'll even support some of those games. And I don't agree with anything that he's saying because from what, and I'm very good at judging people, incredibly good. I have deep insight. I've been doing this for a very long time, deep into spirituality, all sorts of stuff. But I'm not going to get too far into that. But basically, what I'm saying is that when I look into how I want to look into somebody, I look into their content, their work, their mindset. I do deep research. You can tell he didn't do that, and he just looked at her like this with the unhealthy mindset that he's in, and he just wanted to project that because that's what he feels in that frequency and vibration that he's in. And it's totally off. You can tell that he didn't even give her enough respect to want to even look through her content long enough to see her doing so well and succeeding. And he just wanted to ignore all that, did not want to do that. He just wanted to just shoot her down because he couldn't handle what she said. And she didn't even say anything wrong. She basically said what everybody's basically saying. You know what I mean? The dude's just being an idiot. And now he's just going deeper into that and digging his grave deeper. And you would think if you want your channel to do well, you would take a different route. But oh my God, this guy's just being an idiot. So let's get into what she's saying. That's why I kind of wanted to cover this so I can give you a take on what I think and what I know about when I watch her content. And like I said, she's just as smart as some of those other males out there doing things. She's smarter than him, what I can see right now. He probably would not like that, but yeah, I'll go ahead and give her a subscribe for that too. But my thing is that, yeah, dude, really, man, you got to correct yourself. Let's go. Let's see what she has to say.
When you have a controversial opinion on the internet, you're bound to get wrecked for it, and that is exactly what's happened with David Jaffe. He decided to go on this tirade about how YouTube grifters killed Dragon Age the Veilguard when it was just a pile of trash that absolutely nobody enjoyed, but he decided to target certain content creators, myself included, and he's even going so far as to say that I am only successful because I'm a woman. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create. Check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, I think that this is hilarious because we are talking about the type of person who preaches for diversity and inclusivity until it comes time to support inclusivity of thought and diversity of opinion. But also, I am a woman who happens to have a voice, and I have this platform that I'm extremely grateful for. But he is mad that I even have it, going so far as to say that I am a, quote, mental lightweight. So this really only all started because he got called out for his awful Dragon Age take. God of War's director, David, blames YouTube grifters for killing Dragon Age the Veilguard, which is absurd. We did not kill this game. What we do online is we voice our opinions. Now, I, of course, live streamed a full playthrough on the channel from start to finish. I gave my take, I did a review at the end of those live streams, and I just simply did not enjoy it. It did not feel like Dragon Age. I was sick and tired of the modern terminology being shoved in your face, like transgender, non-binary, having to pick your pronouns. I think that's ridiculous in a fantasy dragon game. That's just my take. He's allowed to say that he thinks it's fine. It is what it is. But we did not kill this game. What we did was we gave our opinion, and when it comes to actually talking about some of the people behind this project, they really do seem to hate gamers, so we just called it all out. And he's furious that our voices matter, that content creators have a voice, but also that it's so easy for people to, at the end of the day, give their opinions. For an average person, maybe like you watching, he is furious at that. And
see, that's the thing too, right? There's a difference too also between the opinion and the obvious, and just, speaking facts against this type of corruption, right? And she's being humble saying opinions too. And, I understand that, but we know what they're doing is bullshit, and we're calling it out. Just like we're calling out his garbage. Either you're right or you're wrong, right? He's wrong. And a lot of things that he's doing, that's not an opinion, he's wrong. I'm just going to say it and be more courageous on that concept. People can think whatever they want. But what they're doing is wrong. And Dragon Age the Veilguard pushing that ideology of transgenderism into young children's minds who don't have anything to do with that, because that's not the natural state of any human being, is wrong. You know what I mean? So the people that don't want to think that, they could say it's an opinion, but it's not an opinion. You know what wrong is. You know what I mean? So let's stop playing these games, because that's just confusion. And if people don't want to and they want to believe that, they can be confused. You know what I mean? She knows it's wrong. I know it's wrong. And a lot of other people that are exposing this, you do this because you feel against it and you feel that it's wrong and you know it is. So I agree with a lot of things she's saying too, and I appreciate her being humble as well, definitely when dealing with those type of situations. But let's continue here.
And I understand that he's a little bit salty. He's not relevant anymore. He used to be extremely relevant.
Yeah.
He's got this YouTube channel with, I think, like 55,000 subscribers, which is still pretty good, don't get me wrong. But it's clear that he's just a little bit angry that this is the situation. And he actually decided to make this post over on X saying, you don't have to like me and certainly don't have to agree with me, but please don't lie about what I say. And if you are going to try to attack me, please be smart enough to do so Vara dark. Otherwise, I'll feel like I'm picking on a little kid. First
Vara.
of all, he could not even spell my name right when it's right in front of his face. But okay, I suppose I'm not going to nitpick here, but he had a complete and utter meltdown and spazzed out after I roasted him. God of War's director had a total meltdown and spaz out after he was roasted by YouTuber Vara Dark. Dark roasted him in a recent video upload covering Fandom Pulse's article where he blamed so-called YouTube grifters for killing Dragon Age the Veilguard. I said he's, a very salty, that average people can take to social media and voice their opinions, as I just said. I will link the original video down below just because I don't think I should go over every single talking point. He talks about the Trump assassination and me calling him out on him saying he believed it was staged. He brings up books.
I don't understand what that has to do with anything. Yeah, he's just, something's wrong with that guy right now. See what that woke mind virus does to you? Oh boy, he's been affected, y'all. We got to help him out. Gotta pray for him a little bit.
And how he is telling me to just read a little bit. I've got to do research. And, as time goes on, it gets even worse for him because heading on over to this Smash JT article, he said, quote, "You are in that chair, Vara, because of your hair and your face and your gender. And that's fine, by the way. There's no problem with that. But let's be clear, you're a mental lightweight. I am in this chair because I genuinely believe the things I'm talking about, because I genuinely want the video game industry to be better. I am sitting in this chair because there are not enough voices when it comes to the gaming industry and trying to protect the previous franchises that are getting absolutely destroyed by activists right now. I am sitting in this chair because not a lot of other people will. And I'm not saying that there's no one, right? There are tons of amazing content creators who are now talking about the culture war in Gamergate 2, but I've been talking about censorship in the video game industry and microtransaction problems and the awful way that developers and community managers have acted for years at this point, and I will continue to do so. You can sit here and call me a mental lightweight, but you don't know me. You have not watched all of the 4,000 pieces of content uploaded on my channel. I stream 20 hours a week. I put up, 15 videos a week. I have done that for years now. So you can.
That's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. He's talking about she needs to do her research and all that. But yet, dude, you're being a hypocrite by coming and blasting her, disrespecting her, but yet you didn't do your research, because if you did and you were being really honest like you're supposed to be, you wouldn't have done that. But he didn't want to do that. We know that. Just how he's just defending all that garbage they're doing in the gaming industry and blaming stuff on us. When you see that, that's when you know, all right, man, this guy, he's a little bit slow right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You can call me a mental lightweight, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I know more about the current state of the video game industry than you have known about the video game industry in the last 15 years. You are completely out of touch with gamers. You are completely out of touch with how people feel, and you genuinely do not care. You don't care about listening to people. You don't care about listening to me. You do not care about listening to the people that you would need them to swipe their credit cards if you decide to ever get off your ass and make another game. And all you're really doing is embarrassing yourself, bringing up the way that I look, bringing my gender into this conversation. Why does my gender matter? I'm not sitting in this chair because I'm a woman. I have worked hard on my channel for 5 years. It's not because of my hair that people subscribe. It's not because of my face that people subscribe. It's because of the takes that I have. And again, they are takes that I genuinely believe in. So you can sit here and you can say this all you want, but you're really just making yourself look even worse than you really already do. And in a previous video, he told me to go fuck myself, lady. My mind is fine. It doesn't really seem so.
No.
And even after all of this, all of the rude comments and insults, he came into one of my gaming streams to try to stir the pot and try to reel me into one of his debates, because that's just what he does. He tries to get people to get on a live stream in yelling matches, which is his MO. David tries to corner people into debates because he's really only looking for clout instead of, trying to have an amicable discussion on a matter, because he clearly knows, and I know, that we are never going to see eye to eye. We're never going to agree. But having a discussion and each one of us stating our opinions is still an okay thing to do, but it's just not what he's looking to do. And it's not what he's done in the past. He just wants to scream at people about how wrong they are. And maybe one day this will change, but at this point in time, that's the way that he works. And I've always said, if someone wants to have a discussion live, I'm willing to do it. I've said it to Alyssa. I've said it about people like Anita Sarkeesian and others, but that's something he could have just reached out on a platform like Xabout, not in a gaming stream. When I'm streaming a video game, I'm trying to show off a game and show you guys what's great about it or what's bad about it. I'm not there to talk about drama, but after my stream, I did what I said, which was go and attempt to reach out to him, but I can't even DM him on X because he doesn't follow me and his DMs are closed. So I guess it just is what it is. I can't set up any sort of discussion stream with him. And at this point, I just don't see a way that this is going to happen. Maybe he'll reach out to my business email.
Yeah, let him reach out to you, because the state that he's in right now, he's playing all those little games with you on purpose. And like I said, if you wanted to show that you worked for Sony and you were professional and you were a director and and all these sorts of things, you would think that you would take a more professional approach. He would come as a man and already clear his conscience, apologize, make a video with you together. But he's not doing any of that to unify. He's just in that mindset that we all know, man, why you acting like that now, right? And yeah, we could clearly see that. Yeah, I'm disappointed in him. You know, it's a shame.
Otherwise, I think that idea's dead. Now he's getting raked across the coals by the internet. People are putting up videos like Hypnotic. He put up coverage on this. Shout out to him. I had put up this tweet thread that's gotten, 300,000 views nearly, and people are pointing and laughing. Asmon Gold said, "Can you tell him to react to my video too, so I'll have content for tomorrow?" And I just responded with, one of your
That's great.
greatest talents is being able to react to anything. Just predict what he's going to say. That shouldn't be too hard, given it's the same talking points from anybody defending the mainstream industry, and react to what he could say. Be 2 steps ahead. Savvy had said he still can't answer how a YouTuber prevented the target audience from buying the game. Waste of time. That one is, yeah, he could at least clearly point out and lay out his thoughts and kind of his thought process and why he came to that conclusion, but he of course didn't. Stuttering Craig said, "My favorite part of his rant was when he called you stupid, but can't even define what a woman is."
Another thing is what he said recently today, too. You can dislike me because of what I said about Vara Dark from my 2 encounters with her content attacking me. I said large audiences based on her being an attractive woman. He's still a dude. But that is not misogyny. Lots of women and men are talented and ugly, pretty and useless, and pretty and talented. If I was making a statement about women in general, it would be misogyny, and I would never say or think such a thing. This is just me punching back at a person who punched first by claiming her most useful asset as it relates to her channel, IMO, as being a pretty woman. I was like, dude, you're being dumb. Still, like, it's like, no, that's not true.
It's so hilarious.
Idiot.
I can't believe this dude made one of the best franchises in gaming ever. Yeah, he's created some really great things in the past. I'm not, trashing his, gaming creation history, but that doesn't mean that he's got this pass to do whatever he wants and say whatever he wants and attack the very people he may meet again one day to swipe their credit cards on products. He went so crazy, he turned into a woman hater and couldn't even stick to a point. Classic move. He's the worst. He can't even get positivity grifting right. Imagine leaving game development just to talk to the boys online. What a clown. If you don't think like them, they immediately say that you are the enemy. This is unfortunately very true. They do not have opponents, they have enemies. And if you are not with them, you are starkly against them. And that's
So there we have it. That's just kind of like to cover the topic. And like I said, if you guys want to read more of what he said, you can go watch his live stream that he posted. You can find it on his channel what he said about there. It's all over the internet too for people to give you the highlights of what he said. Like I said, it's like, dude, you're wrong. You need to correct yourself. You need to go apologize to her, and you should make amends. That's what a real man would do, right? Definitely when you're wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's wrong on like so many things. He owes the gaming community an apology. He owes her an apology. And he needs to liberate himself from that nonsense that he's around. But is it going to happen? It's going to be hard to happen anytime soon. We'll see. But all right, y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this discussion. Peace out, y'all.